right, welcome back to Hanger 51. It's Thursday night. What's everybody doing tonight? What's going on? Shadow Ops, what's up? How you doing, man? Crap? What do you mean crap? Where do you see crap? I know, all over my table. There's crap all over my table. Yep, Busman's on the TV tonight. What's up? Is that straightening that a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Mike Bird, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. I gotta adjust my camera. Jeff over here shouldn't be in the picture. Hang on a second. That should do it. Now that's much better. Okay. Oh man, holy crap, look at everybody filing in here. Wow. Look at all these guys. Holy crap. David, what's up? Good to see you, man. Wow, Bill. Jeff in Lower Alabama. I think it's everybody so far. Yeah. Ken Bird, what's up? The birds are here. Mike and Ken are both here. Oh, you have me projected onto your TV. Ah, gotcha. That's the only way I watch the internet is on my television. I have a 70-inch television and I have a laptop and I just HDMI cable to it, you know, and I do everything on my 70-inch. So nothing new there. This is my remote control for my TV right here. It just talks to the laptop and change channels, whatever I want to do. Works perfect. No, hang on. I'm not moving here. Jeff Custom, F you, buddy. What's going on? EQ, what's up? Yeah, I was just going to ask you the same question that Shadow asked. How you feeling, man? You everything good? You're all back to 100%? Still working on it? Where you at? You have some statistics you'll share with us? Okay. So I got a text message from Paul Ballard. He's ready to move to Florida. He's fed up with the weather up north. He's been driving in it, and he's tired of it, and he's ready to move to Florida. Come on down. So. You crashed your Avanti? Oh, David, how'd you do that? What the hell happened? Yeah, I'm listening, Jeff. I'm listening. And I said, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. To make this effective, I have to change. Hang on. Yeah, let's go here. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I'm listening, Jeff. I'm listening. Who's that remind you of? That's funny. It quit flying and went straight down. No nose hair shots this week. Hey, my brother's in here. What's up? How you doing, Keith? Yeah, you're right. I'm mental. Nothing new there. Hey, just another train. Paul, how you doing, man? You need your Kenny fix? Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Oh, golly, golly, golly. Where do I begin? What's going on? Well, you guys saw the Avanti flight. Most of you probably, anyway. So everybody thinks I was pushing my batteries. Listen, I stopped pushing my batteries. Tony was pushing his. I landed with 373 in each cell, and they final rested about 376, which is damn near perfect. Oh yeah, I'm a great uncle. Is that how you would say it, or just an uncle? Am I a great uncle? So anyway, I landed with 373 and went up to 376 when it cooled down and rested. Tony flew his. He had one cell all the way down to 357, I think. I think that's what he said. So he was. That was not a 10. It was actually it was a 4,000, which really surprised me. I flew it with a 5200 once before, and I think it only went 11 minutes. So. I think that's the right for that plane because it's a 70 millimeter smaller wing. I think the 4000 is the perfect battery for that plane. Yeah, it was great, and I wanted to land early on the battery because I didn't want to. It's a brand new pack. I don't want to push it. But Tony definitely pushed his past the safe zone. But he's finally starting to trust his telemetry. I was giving him a lot of shit about it last week because, we were flying for quite a while. I think it was 9 minutes, and he was spazzing out. And I said, "Well, is your telemetry working?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, then don't worry about it." I don't know. I don't know. Like, what do you think she's lying to you? I mean, if she's telling you what your voltage is, I mean, But yeah, he finally tested. He trusted it, and yeah, he went. What was it? 13 minutes and 40 seconds. So, yeah, that was. I don't think anybody's ever said that, Keith. I think it's just an uncle's an uncle. I don't think we go by great uncle or great great uncle, or I think it's just uncle. But whatever. Yeah, 357 was that's a jet flight, not a drone flight. And he wasn't pushing it hard, just long. We were just cruising. I think his telemetry was telling him we were doing 65. So do you know what happened, David? Was it just the radio failed, or did you stall it? What happened? Did you run it out of battery? What's the real story? I'm a crappy uncle. Okay. I guess I am. Yeah, what are you gonna maiden, Shadow? What are you flying tomorrow? Joe Habib, what's up? Good to see you, man. Who else? Did anybody else sneak in here that I missed? Let me look. Well done. Brother. Paul just on the train. No, I think I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. Okay, good. So 15, 16. Oh, we got another one. Just got another one. 16 people, 4 likes. Oh my God. Come on, guys. You know, if it costs money, I could understand, but it's free. It's just, it doesn't cost anything. Just click that little button. There you go. Thank you. Now I'm seeing them come up. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You think it was a stall? You think you stalled it? Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. Oh, are you kidding me? They discontinued the arrows. That arrow says now. Oh, man. I was going to get one of those. Don't you see? No, we don't. They took that away. If people thumbs down you, you don't see what they are. They don't want people's feelings getting hurt. So everybody's a winner. If you play on a team and you lose, everybody gets a trophy. Because everybody's a player, so everybody's a winner. So yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, no more thumbs down. They I don't know if they can even count them. I mean, I don't know why they just don't remove the thumbs down button, since you can't see it anyway. Why don't they just they should just remove the thumbs down button completely. So you either thumbs up them or you don't do anything. I don't know. Yep, everybody gets a gold star. Yep. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that, Jeff. Yeah, you're right. So if somebody thumbs down you, you'd have less than 100%. So, yeah, good point. Yeah. They need to add a middle finger. Yeah, the number one. You're number one. You're number one. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, Randy, just because you were one of the ones that made the comment, I was not overextending my battery. I landed with 373. It rested at 376. I was not overextending. Tony did, but I didn't. I was in good shape, and that because I was brand new battery. I purposely landed early because I didn't want to run it. I didn't want to push it that far. I didn't want to wreck. In case that's what's been wrecking my batteries, I'm trying not to do that anymore. So we'll find out. It's a test right now. We're going to see if that makes a difference. Yeah, the FMS 0 is a great airplane. That's a good flying bird. Good news, Ken. That's fantastic. That's good news, man. Glad to hear that. Yeah, congratulations, man. That's fantastic. Everybody's healthy. Another kid to spoil. Another grandkid to spoil. Yeah, that's great. Well, if everything goes as planned tomorrow, I'm picking up a new airplane. I bought it on Marketplace, and it's a 71-inch. Well, for the lack of a better word, it's a PC-9 balsa construction. I have the same plane, but this one's custom. He customized the whole thing. It's a totally different count. No court date yet, Shadow. I haven't heard a thing. Yeah, it's a whole new paint scheme. It's 100% ready to fly. Motors in it, good servos, everything. I mean, it's got a Spectrum receiver, and I'm going to take that out. I ain't flying this bird on that, but yeah, it's really cool. So if we're supposed to meet tomorrow to do the exchange, and I'm kind of excited. When I saw it on Marketplace, I was like, oh damn. Ray, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. What, on after my Avanti flight? No, it wasn't hot at all. It was, we're just cruising. There's no real load on it. That's how you get 12, 13-minute flights. You don't load it up. You just cruise. You find its happy place. And 65 is its happy place. It must have liked it a lot, because that was a long flight on a 4000. So you were promised you could buy somebody's Zero up in Maine, but probably never see it. Well, I don't know, Shadow. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the court date. My attorney's going to send her a demand letter. Let her know that if she doesn't drop this frivolous lawsuit, he's going to file charges for a frivolous lawsuit and get his attorney's fees from her. So we'll see what happens with that. 5 others already paid for busman. What paid for what? What are we talking about, Shadow? What did I miss? Yeah, Ken, I've heard that joke before, but it's usually a Ford, Ford joke or a Chevy joke, depending if you're the Ford guy telling the joke or if you're a Chevy guy telling the joke. But yeah, I've heard that one before. Yeah, 95% of them are still on the road today. The other 5% made it home. That's funny. You bought 5 airplanes and he hasn't shipped any of them? Are you serious? Well, he's not talking to me either. He did finally text me, but he won't pick up the phone and talk to me. I don't know why. I guess he's got things going on right now that he doesn't want to talk about. I suspect. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. Which one are you talking about, Ken? From a private sale on Marketplace? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, yeah, it's a friend of ours that's been going through some trouble, and you know, um, he'll get his planes. He shouldn't have to wait for him the way he is, but he's not going to get screwed. Um, but yeah, he should have sent them already. Yeah, I agree, Shadow. I think and he won't pick up the phone and talk to me either. So, um, he basically texted me to see if I was okay from the bus crash, and that was almost a year ago. But he finally reached out to me about that. So, yeah, Shadow, I agree, and that. I was so glad that he did. He at least reached out to me to say that about the bus, because yeah, I felt the same way. It'd be just nice to know that he's not dead, you know. So, um, we'll see. I'm gonna try to work on him. I've been working on Air Marshal. I got him on my show, so that was a plus, you know. So we'll see what we can do with him. See if I can get him, you know, whatever's going on. Maybe I can help. Oh, anyway, so I'm pretty excited about this airplane, guys. And I also found, so I need a vehicle for around the yard here for picking up all the limbs that fall out of trees. When I cut a dead tree down, I have to cut it up in pieces and then move it around the yard. And I don't really have a vehicle to do that. So I was going to buy either a Kawasaki Mule or a Yamaha. What do they call that? The Raptor or something? Or no, Rigid? I forget. And I was going to buy one of those utility type, even a utility golf cart. Would have been fine. So I was looking on Marketplace. Um, Oh, is that right, Mike? Well, there you go. Yeah. So I came across a guy's got a '94 Buick Roadmaster wagon. So it's the same wagon as mine, but it has a Corvette motor in it, and I don't. And it makes a huge difference. And he only wants $1,400 for it. So I contacted him, and it's a young kid, and he's just trying to, I guess a friend of his dad's or something gave him the car, but it didn't give him the title, so it doesn't have a title. And so I told him, well, dude, you need to get the title because I'm planning on driving it, and I need a title. So he's supposedly trying to get the title. He told me he was going to text me this morning a picture of the registration, just to show that it, who owns it and stuff. But I'm not getting much out of this kid. I don't. It's been on there for like 20 weeks or something. It's obviously he's not willing to sell the car. For whatever reason. I think it's just he's too lazy to do any of the work needed. Like just go get a duplicate title or, be willing to meet me at the tag office and we can sign off on it, whatever we need to do. But he doesn't seem to be very willing to do anything. So I may be able to get that wagon. And if I do, then my wagon's going to turn into my golf cart utility vehicle. If I don't have to clean it to put airplanes in it, I don't mind throwing wood and whatever in the back of it. It'll be perfect for that. So if I get this other wagon, I'm going to turn my Oldsmobile into the golf cart mule and use it to move my dead trees and limbs and whatever around the property. So we'll wait and see. I'll keep you posted on that. Hope I get it. I've been wanting an LT1 Corvette motor wagon for a long time, and every time I look at them, they're just astronomical. There's a guy on there right now with a '96 Roadmaster wagon. It has the one I'm looking at only has 53,000 miles on it. This guy's got 98,000 miles on it. He wants $17,500 for it. Okay, dude. I mean, listen, they're worth a lot of money, but they're not worth that much money. But that's the going rate. These cars generally bring anywhere from 10 to 12. And I didn't want to spend that kind of money. So this one for $1,400 because it doesn't run. Well, I'm not worried about that. I know what's wrong with it. So I've been working on these cars for 26 years now. So I know them inside and out. So I'm not worried that don't. He says it cranks, but it won't start. Okay, no problem. I can fix that. Right, exactly. Just not motivated. Yep. So yeah, well, I've been using my zero turn for the limbs, but I'm tired of piling them in the in the footwell, and then I haven't put I need to put a hitch on it, and then I could tow my little utility trailer around the yard. But honestly, the wagon's still going to be a better job at doing it anyway. And if I don't have to clean it out every time I do use it, so that I could put airplanes in it if I want to go flying or whatever, it'll be nice. So the Buick will be great if I get it. That way I can keep the Buick for airplane use, pulling the trailer or whatever, and then I can do my yard work with the Oldsmobile. So I disagree, Ray. I don't think they're ugly. I think they look great. But the first year was ugly because they had the back wheels skirted, and that looked awful. Looked like a bathtub Nash. And then they opened the skirts up, and that made a big difference. And then they turned it into the Impala SS and all that. And the wagons are all the wagons: the Oldsmobile wagon, the Buick wagon, and the Chevy wagon. All are the Chevy sedan nose, standard fenders. you know, the Roadmaster sedan had square fenders, and you know, it was a totally different front end. And but the wagon has the Chevy front end. So, you know, and I think they're good looking cars. Easy to work on, cheap to fix. You know, you can get parts for a Chevy at Walmart. So, so yeah. So I hope I get it. You know, it's just what I'm looking for. I don't want anything expensive. It's not the prettiest, you know, girl at the ball for sure, but I can do a quick touch up on it and make it look pretty damn good. Yeah, yeah, that's the sedan looked awful with the skirted wheels. I mean, you know, I gotta say that in white with the white thin white wall tires on that rim that looked like a beehive kind of. That one looked okay. I kind of liked it, that one. You know, with the skirt in white, with those rims and the thin white wall tires. It had to be that combination. Any other combination looked awful. I hated it. But that particular color scheme and those wheels and stuff kind of looked pretty good. But yeah, in '93 they opened up the wheel wells, and then '94 they came out with the Impala SS, and up until then, the only way you could get the LT1 was in the 9C1, the police car. They didn't offer it to the public. And then in '94, '5, and '6, they offered it in the Impala SS to the public. And then also in '96, they did offer it on a standard Caprice also. You could actually order it with the LT1 in it. And it'd be a regular sedan, not an Impala SS. So, and then they did away with it. Like, you know, which sucked, because they're great cars, very reliable, very safe. So anyway, so that's the other thing I'm looking at right now. Hopefully I can get this wagon, and that'll be great. And I'm supposed to get the plane tomorrow. And when I get it, I'll definitely Sunday will be. You know, it ain't gonna fit on this table, but I'm gonna get it on here anyway. I might have to clear off some room here and move that camera back quite a bit, because it's huge. So it ain't going to fit on the table, but we'll make something happen. I'm definitely going to be showing it off. It's beautiful. Right, Mike. I get you. See, that's what this wagon. I took 9 planes to the field in the car once, and 2 of them was the RV8, which is gigantic, and the T28, the Carbon Z T20. So those 2 giant planes were nosed in, tail in, sitting next to each other on the bottom, and then I put some styrofoam blocks. Do I have one in here? No. On each side of those planes, in between them, and put a wooden shelf in there. It was a thin piece of plywood that came on our pallets when I worked at an AutoZone, to separate the materials. And they put this real thin sheet of plywood in there. So I took that from there. They gave that to me. So I put a shelf in there, and then I put more airplanes on top of that, over top of the RV8 and the Carbon Z T28. And then lastly, I put, I think I just laid my Night Radiant glider in there upside down. And I had my other glider in there, but that one, the wing came apart in 3 pieces. So I took the wing off and took the wing apart. And so that made that easy to put in there. And but yeah, got 9 airplanes in that wagon. So that's more than I can get in the, well, not really, but if I'm putting 2 big planes in the trailer, that's more planes than I can get in the trailer. Well, I've got a utility trailer, Jeff. It's Right, I can tow the utility trailer around the yard with the Oldsmobile. You know, that's no problem, or the truck. But yeah, um, it's just it's not convenient to hook it up and all that crap, and then towing it around. And I know that's a poor excuse. I know, I you know, but anyway, it's the Buick is going to have a lot more uses. It gets better gas mileage than my truck, and it can pull the trailer without any problem. So, so that's really the main reason. If I can, like going to Birmingham, you know, if I could take the wagon with the trailer behind it, or even go without the trailer behind it, just put airplanes in the wagon and just go, that'd be great. You know, get a lot better gas mileage, be a lot cheaper to get there. So that's really why I want them. Me saying I'm going to use the Oldsmobile as for our utility vehicles just to justify buying it. That's my excuse to the wife why I'm buying it. Yeah. Anyway, no, I wanted an LT1 wagon. You know, and really the only one you can get. Well, you can get it in a Chevy. But I like the Buick better because it's got the glass roof in it, like a Vista Cruiser. The Buick and the Oldsmobile both had the glass roof. The Chevy does not. So I just wanted it for the roof. So George Watts, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, they only did the skirted wheels for 2 years on the Caprice, and then they opened them up. So actually, 3 years, 90, 91, 92. Yeah, 90, 91, 92. So yeah, that was 3 years. And then they did 3 years with the wheels open. You know, 93, 4 years. 93, 4, 5, and 6. They opened the wheels. Got rid of the skirts. Oh. So what else? What else did I see? Saw a bunch of cool airplanes on Marketplace. I've only done that twice. This will be the third time that I bought an airplane off Marketplace. I bought my first big T20, or no, not my first FMS 1700 Mustang. I bought off of Marketplace, and it was damaged and poorly fixed, but I just refixed it, and it's perfect now. So it had some issues, but nothing major, and but I paid. I think I paid $180 for it, and that's a $600 airplane now. So that was a good deal. And then the other one was another FMS Mustang. It was the Dallas Darling B model Mustang. And I went all the way over to Cocoa Beach to get that one. And $160, came with a battery. It had only been flown twice. It was in brand new condition. So that was a good deal. They were both good deals. But those are the only time I've ever bought planes off of Marketplace. But this PC9 is awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting it. Yeah, Shadow, I know, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess I have a phobia about buying used planes. I don't know. Like I said, neither one of them that I bought were misrepresented. You know, the guy, the FMS 1700 one with the broken wing that was poorly fixed. Yeah, he told me that. So, it wasn't any surprise. It showed it in the pictures. So I took one look at it and said, well, I can fix that. That's, I just cut it back off and then put it back on where it belonged, and then used my Gorilla Glue formula and my spackle and then repainted it and came out perfect. You can't tell it was ever broken. So. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a good airplane. I've got the Red Bull version of that. It's an FMS plane. It just has Red Bull livery on it. It's from that German company. Shush, I forget. I'm not even going to attempt it now. It's been so long, I forgot how to say it. But yeah, so that's my 1400 size Corsair. So it looks exactly like the regular one from FMS, same color, blue and everything. It just has the Red Bull on the side of it. It says Red Bull on the side of it. But other than that, it looks exactly the same. Oh, you got the Husky off of Marketplace too, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I need to. I guess I really need to stop looking because I need to stop buying airplanes. So there's that. But yeah, I took one look at this and said, oh, I have to have this. That PC9. He's calling it the Tuscan. How do they pronounce that? Tuscan. I guess that's the military version of it. It's the same airplane. You know. So that's what he's calling it. He's got two pilots in it, and this really beautiful paint scheme on it. And I think he's got upgraded retracts in it. All good servos. I think they're either high tech or something. So he put it together right. Flies on a single 6S. Flies great too. I went online and watched a couple videos on that plane and see what other people had done with it. And, 6S is the one I saw. He was taking the power system out of a Carbon ZT28 and putting it in the plane. So motor, ESC, and propeller are just Carbon ZT28. He bolted that into the plane and it flew perfect on a single 6S. So that sold me on it. Oh. Oh, that's cool, Shadow. You got a Tiger Cat that was still in the box. That's great. Good deal there. Yeah, this one looks perfect online. I hope, and I'm going to confirm it before I head out tomorrow. Has this thing got any damage? Has it been crashed? Is it, I'm going to ask the questions. I'm going to ask the hard questions and see what he says, before I head out. Because if I drive all the way over there and it's been repaired, I'm going to want to kill him. So, yeah, Shadow, I'm very tired. I had a really hard day today. We were got a lot of stuff to fix. The mower needs serviced. I don't want to do it out in the yard. I want to do it in the garage. And I need to mount some tires. I got to mount a tire for the car, and I got to mount a tire for the trailer. I got to fix the old trailer so I can at least, use it around the yard. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with it yet, but I want to fix it. And I can't get in my garage. So this whole week was dedicated to getting Deb's crap out of the garage. And, crap. Her Fred! Get her her bedroom set is really there's 2 bedroom sets and a couch. And where are the tables? That's a good question. Oh, she sold the tables. That's right. So she sold the tables. Yeah, so it just the bedroom sets, two bedroom sets, and the couch are in the garage. So I was able to get the back bedroom cleaned out yesterday, and today I moved her. I was able to get my bedroom set out of the main bedroom and put in the spare bedroom that I cleaned out, and then cleaned, vacuumed everything, cleaned it all up, and then brought her one nightstand and the bed in. So she'll be sleeping in her own bed tonight. I haven't done the other nightstand or the dresser yet. And then the couch, there's 2 couches here because she bought 2 new couches. She bought one when she left the first time, came back. And when she left again, she left that couch here and bought another new couch. So both couches are in here. There's still a bed in here. And her dresser's in here and one nightstand still in here. So I got to get all that out. And then I can pull a car inside here and work on it. What's up, Kenny? What's up? Kenny F. and Rogers in the house. What's up? So that's what I've been working on all week. And today was a pretty rough day because, those mattresses and headboards are fucking heavy. Yeah, put a $500 sign on it, walk away fast. Yeah, that's the quickest way to get somebody to just take it. If you put a free sign on it, they won't take it. Put $500 on it, and somebody will take it immediately. So, so what else was I going to share with you guys tonight? Was there something I had planned that I forgot about? I don't know. I'm not sure. Can't think of it offhand. So, uh-oh. The remote ID got extended till 3/16/24. There you go. You think anybody will be compliant for it by then? Yes. Yeah, you're right, Fred. That'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Yeah. Not the Mandarin, the Kendarin. Yeah, that'd be perfect. So, what, the output shaft was out of tolerance, or the input shaft? I'm assuming it was one of those two. Sir Lyndon, what's up? How you doing, man? Oh, you watching a cricket match, were you? Okay. That's all right. The torque converter snout, yeah. Oh. Oh, is that right? They put a brand new tranny in it from GM and put a used torque converter back in it. Well, yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea. It's always cheaping out like that. Always bites you in the ass. You know, just do it right once and be done. Why is this in the picture? That shouldn't be in the picture. What's going on over here now? Oh, it's this in the picture. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. It's the swatter is in the picture. Just trying to figure out what that was. That's what it is. JCB, what's up? Well, you know, Kenny, it just depends on who's putting it in. You know, I mean, if the tech that's putting it in, or the garage that's putting it in, or the cheap guy that's buying the tranny that says, "Oh, just put the old converter back in, it'll be fine. What could go wrong?" Yeah, I'm gonna get up to go get an airplane, so I don't fall asleep because it was a rough day today. So I'm not going far. It's right outside the tent. I'll be right back. Well, it might take a little longer than that. I really can't get to it. Let me. I gotta move a couple things here. Crap. Oops. That wasn't good. Let's put this here. I gotta move Dana's plane to get to it. Hang on a second. Dana's not here. He won't mind. No, he'll be pissed when I'm moving his airplane. All right. Wow. All right, this was way more work than I thought. But I got it. All right. Okay. Put the thing is plane back. You'll never know. Okay. So the plane I'm going to pick up tomorrow is this. It's one of these. And I don't think there's any way in the world I can get it all on the screen. Right? So this thing is 72 inches long, and the wingspan's 71 inches. But yeah, this is the exact model. But he changed the color scheme, and what he did is beautiful. But this is huge. You know, so, and the rudder's not on it, so the rudder would take it all the way out to the little end there, and of course the spinner's not on it either. So that would add, you know, so we're looking between the rudder and the spinner, we're looking at a good 9 inches more. So, and he decked it out with, he's got 2 pilots in it. They're nice pilots. He painted all of the inside to look like zinc chromate paint, you know, on the whole interior of the cockpit. He did before he put the pilots in it, and it's got this really cool paint scheme on it. And he put all good stuff in it except the receiver. But yeah, so I'm going to get the copy of this. It's the same airplane, just his is done. His is ready to fly. Mine's not there yet because I haven't decided how to. You know, one of the things that's been holding me up on this is I don't know how to put a battery in it. I don't know if I'm going to cut this here and make this a hatch so I can put the battery here or what. I think he cut this out so he could take the canopy off. Well, all right, I take that back. It's the same airplane. It might not be the same brand kit. This kit was sold through Banana Hobbies from cmpairplanes.com. I'm not sure if that's another name for Black Horse or if it was Phoenix models. I'm not sure exactly who made this, but it's a fiberglass fuselage with a lot of, I'll show you what's in it. It's got a lot of wood structure in it here. The lower motor, this is all plywood right here. And you know, the servos go mounting in here, and his looks different. There's a bunch of this shelf here extends back into this part of the plane on his. So I think they're different companies. His is a Black Horse. This one's from CMP models, but it's the same exact airplane, same you know. And I think it originally, yeah, it came in this color scheme. You know, the Black Horse comes in this color scheme, and he changed it. So while I'm flying that one, it'll probably inspire me to go ahead and finally finish this one. So I'll be that'll be cool. I was already looking at pilots. I'm gonna try to pick out a couple of pilots to put in it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go big or go home with the pilots. You know, go get some really good ones, or just throw a couple cheap ones in there. You could stash a lot of cheeseburgers in this airplane. A real lot. Yeah, you could put a shitload of cheeseburgers in here. For sure. So, see, this plane was designed. You know, I bought this plane like 6 years ago and never put it together. It's designed to put a glow engine in it. So you would put a gas tank in here that would just permanently stay in the airplane, and you wouldn't have to take a hatch off to put batteries in it. So now the Black Horse one's designed to be electric, so I think the hatch part was made to be a hatch. But this one's not. This doesn't come off. This doesn't come off. I'm going to have to make it come off, and that was a deterrent. I wasn't looking forward to doing that because I really didn't know how I wanted to do it, but given it a lot of thought. So, but yeah, it's there's a big R on the rudder here. This is just part of it, but it's a giant R, and it's got instrument clusters in it. It's got the back seat. It's got a couple Garmin panels in it. The front seat, it looks like it's almost all steam. But so here, let me switch. Let's switch cameras. So here's what the instrument clusters look like. So not horrible, nothing real fancy, but and you're only going to get a bust pilot in here. Nobody with he ain't going to have a waist or legs for sure. So I'm just really excited, guys. I can't wait to get this. The guy put a lot of work in it, and he's told me that like 6 times. So he actually told me tonight when I was chatting with him that he's having seller remorse. He doesn't want to sell it. Said he put way too much time and money into it, and he really doesn't want to sell it. And he said if I don't buy it, he's taking it off the market. He ain't gonna sell it. But I think he's going to sell it to me just because he already told me he would. So I think he doesn't want to go back on his word, but I don't think he's happy about it. Yeah, I've heard you guys say that. I don't see anything different between my 07 Avalanche and my 13 Avalanche. They're the same truck. Everything looks exactly the same. I've been under both trucks. I looked them over, and it looks like the same truck. I don't see it now. The new one's got better electronics in it. It would be the equivalent of putting a Garmin panel in it. But the truck itself, they look exactly the same. Same frame, same suspension. Everything looked the same between the 13 and the 7. I didn't see anything different. The same grill is in both of them, and headlights and all that's same. Everything's the same. So really, is that right, Kenny? I didn't know that. I opened the hood. It had the same looking cover on it, but I didn't pay that much attention to it. I can tell you the new truck gets better gas mileage and it's faster than the old truck. So that part I know. What's AFM? Shadow. Oh, yeah. The guy had that programmed out of it. The cylinder deactivation bullshit. Yeah, he had the guy I bought it from had that programmed out of it. It doesn't do that anymore. It's a straight V8. It doesn't do that cylinder deactivation bullshit. So yeah, he told me he took that out of it. He says he couldn't stand that shit. I said, well, okay, yeah. So they're both flex fuel trucks. My old one was, and this one is too. So that's cool. Yeah, Kenny, GM's had lifter issues for a long time. My '79 Camaro I bought brand new off the showroom floor ate a camshaft because of the lifters. And my buddy's got a Silverado it's got noisy lifters in it when he starts it up. That's been an ongoing thing with Chevy for quite a while. I don't know why they can't figure that out, but so. Does it have a loud pedal? Yeah, it does, actually. It's got a Corsa exhaust system on it. So when you get in it, it gets pretty loud. Normally, it's fine. It sounds good. It's not loud at all. But if you stand on it, it definitely has a roar to it. Roy, what's up? Yeah, they were. I think it was the '96 Impalas. They went to softer push rods in that, and they were having in that LT1. They were having issues in '96 with push rods doing that because they weren't the hardened push rods like they were in the '94 and the 5. I don't know why they changed it. What the hell were they thinking? Stupid. But yeah, a lot of guys with '96s had push rod issues. Switch the camera back. Thank you. Thank you, Fred. So yeah, well, listen, everybody has failures. I mean, I don't think anybody's had 100% failure rate on, like the cams and lifter shit. Some people get away with it. Some people don't. I think if you're probably easy on the truck and not pounding on it, it probably will last a lot longer. I'm not pounding on it at all. So far so good. The thing runs perfect. It's got 182,000 miles on it. Yeah, it's got 180. Well, I think it's 183 now, but yeah, it's got 183,000 on it. You just Googled lifters and ended up here. What the fuck? Oh crap, 6. What happened? Damn. So your truck's at 188,000, yeah. Yeah, we had that problem, Kenny, with the Impala SSs. If we ported the heads, and they were iron heads, not aluminum heads, they would weep oil. They were porous, and oil would just leak through the runners. So that was the downside to hot rodding it. If you ported the heads, you're going to have an oil leak, or I should say an oil usage problem. Yeah. Yeah, my '79 Camaro ate a camshaft at 13,000 miles. The warranty was 12 months, 12,000. At 13,000, it ate a camshaft. So, so I've been there before. Yeah, an oil consumption problem. There you go. Yeah, there was something about the head gaskets had to be on. There was a left and a right, and there was like one hole off different for some kind of oil passage or something. Yeah. Right, exactly. When I went to GM about it, they told me, well, he said that the district rep had to look at my car, and he said he might pay for parts, he might pay for labor, he may not pay for any of it. And I'm like, great. So I did all the work myself, and I just submitted the parts, and he paid most of the parts. He wouldn't pay for the gasket set, which I couldn't figure that out. Obviously, I had to put new gaskets on it. Why would you not want to pay me for those? And there was something else. I don't think he wanted to pay me for the lifters. So I bought good stuff. I put a performance cam in it. It was a crane cam, and I put I think they were TRW lifters, I believe. But I got some of my money back and fixed it myself, and it ran perfect until I sold it, which was a long time. I didn't sell that. I bought the car in '79. I moved here in '83, and I sold it when I bought my '86 Monte Carlo. So that had to be probably '88, '89. So I bought it in '79 and sold it in '89. So I had it 10 years. But the motor went bad the first year, so the motor lasted 9 years after I rebuilt it. Right, Craig. Yep. So my Camaro had a 305 in it. Oh, you did? You're going to go with the Valiant? Good. Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's a great airplane. I bought two of them. I really like it. I think it's a good looking plane. The landing gear is rugged for as light as that plane is. You're not going to have issues with the landing gear. If you have a hard landing, and it probably won't even tweak it. It'll be fine. And it's a good airplane. A lot of fun to fly. So yeah, I think you'll be happy with it. I love mine. I loved it so much I bought another one. It's sitting right there in the box. So the other one's in the trailer. I usually have it in the trailer. That's one of my go-to planes. I always have it with me. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, the extra 300. It's beautiful. I love the color scheme on that plane. Boy, they did a nice job on that. That yellow checkerboard on the bottom of the wing and stuff. I really like that plane. It's a good looking plane. Yeah, I just had to fuck with an engine not too long ago. Um, the Oldsmobile, the thermostat stuck, car overheated. Um, it blew the not the head gasket, but the intake manifold gasket. So I had to pull the whole top end off. Pull the intake and reseal it and put it back together. That was fun. Um, yep, for it, I get it. That's exactly what. That's my theory too. I can't take it with me. I'm going to enjoy myself while I'm here. That's why I built this big garage. I didn't want to live without it anymore. I've got too many cars and too many airplanes, and I need a place to keep them so they're not out in the yard all the time. So, Freddie, you doing commercials for Car Shield now? Yeah, and now at no extra charge, they take care of covering your phone too. So if you drop your phone or lose it, you're covered with Car Shield. So sign up today. You won't be sorry. That's funny, Fred. Kenny, for some people, it's not a bad idea. I mean, a single woman that can't afford to take care of her car, doesn't have somebody to look after it for. I don't know what they're charging. I'm sure it depends on they base it on the car you're driving, but get one of those warranty plans for someone that's doesn't have the ability to fix it themselves. Doesn't have the reasoning power to find a good mechanic. There's a lot of people out there like that. Yeah, it's not a horrible idea. Oh, so you won't do the work on it if a customer brings you a car under a Car Shield warranty, you won't work on it? Yeah, that's true. You know, they want you to do the least amount of work possible for sure. See, Spencer was just talking about that on the Zoom the other night. You know, and David was looking to buy a new truck, and Spencer told him to put the extended warranty on it. You know, I mean, and not because he's going to make money off of it, because he's given David good advice. And he told David, he said, with all the electronic shit in these cars today and stuff, you don't want to be paying for that repair. Get the warranty and, you know, just be done with it. So, I know, Shadow. A lot of them do. You're right. Uh, it just depends. So a buddy of mine, when he bought a new Ford Taurus. I forget what year. It's an older car, and at that time, I guess they're still offering it. They have a bumper to bumper lifetime warranty you can buy. Covers everything, and at the dealership. And he took it in there for a service, and guy calls him up and says, you know, you need brakes, and you need the tranny needs serviced, and you know all this. It needs all this work, and you know. So my buddy said, okay, do it. You know, if it needs it, do it. So they did it, and he showed up, and they handed him a bill for $3,200, and he said, what's this? He said, well, all the work you authorized. He says, I have a lifetime warranty on the car. I don't have to pay for any of this. So the guy looks it up and goes, holy shit. So then the finance guy came out and looked at it, and he says, I didn't even know, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I didn't even know they offered this. Where the hell did you get this? So he didn't have to pay for anything. They put all new shit in his car. He drove it home, didn't pay for anything. So, well, you know, and I'll tell you, Kenny, you know, another example of the exact same situation is the homeowner policies. The homeowner insurance policy. Christ, they make you put a new roof on your house every 2 years, whether you need it or not. You know, same shit. You know, they kind of, no matter what you do, that you need a new roof. But my buddy's got a metal roof on his house, and they told me he needed a new roof. Well, and they said, get this. I know this is illegal, but this is what they told him. They told him that he had to replace the metal roof because it doesn't meet the new code, the new new safety code. And it's like, yeah, but it was built before the code was. It doesn't matter. You have to replace the roof. And if you don't do it, they drop you. They drop your insurance. So I don't know how much it cost him. It was thousands of dollars to put a new roof on his house. So, yeah, it had something to do with the way it's mounted on the house. They didn't use the wood ribs or something. They mounted it right to the roof instead of, right to the tar paper instead of to mounting bars or, slats or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, some stupid shit. But yeah, they made him change the roof on his house, a metal roof. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, they definitely have us all by the ass. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't think I'd want a car with a CVT tranny in it either. I'm not a big fan of that stupid setup. This is a PC9, Dylan. I bought it from Banana Hobbies. It's from a company called CMP Airplanes. I don't think they're still in business. I think they went out of business. I don't know if this is a derivative of Phoenix models or maybe Black Horse. I don't know. But it's the same size. I'm buying a Black Horse plane tomorrow. That's all done, and it's the exact same size as this monster. So I'll show you how big this thing is. You know, it's a big son of a bitch. I think it's 72 inches long, and the wingspan's 71, I believe. So, and the one I'm buying tomorrow is a Black Horse. So I bought this kit like 6 years ago, and I just never got around to putting it together. I mean, I've always had another airplane to work on or buy, and there were some issues with this. You know, I was trying to figure out how I was going to put a battery access hatch in it because I definitely want to make it electric. And yeah, Shadow, the Black Horse are supposed to. So the Phoenix. Phoenix are good stuff too. Phoenix is who's making that new MB339 jet that Horizon's selling. Phoenix is making that jet for them. And I've got a Bayhawk here from Phoenix, you know, so they were being made on the assembly line right next to each other. So yeah, Kenny, I was telling a friend of mine that exact same thing. You know, she was paying for a warranty and shit, and I told her, you know, if you would have just taken that money and put it in the bank, let it collect interest until you needed it, you'd have more money to spend on replacing your house. It was for homeowners insurance, but same thing. Then she's been paying for coverage that probably they'll find a reason to deny it when and if it happens. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think it's a better plan. Just hopefully you'll make it far enough into it to have a pretty good nest egg, you know, saved up. Because if I'm going to start that plan tomorrow, and then, you know, the next day after you start that plan, after you cancel your insurance, you have a problem. Well, that's not going to pay off. So that's not a great idea. But yes, the one in the picture right here that's being blocked by my Corsair, my Spitfire. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. Yeah, let me go the other way. Maybe that'll get it out of the way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm building this one, Dylan. It's actually all together on my kitchen table. I'm trying to get it to power up right. I can't get I put a receiver in it. The receiver bound up fine, but I can't get power to the servos, so nothing's working, and I'm not exactly sure why. Alan Gentry, what's up? Good to see you. It's got 4 boxes in it. There's a UBEC. There's the brake controller, the retract controller. There's an ESC. I think there's one more. Maybe there's also a retract door controller. I'm not sure, but there's 4 or 5 boxes in the plane. You gotta get situated because the way they came mounted, you can't use it that way. So this one's the CMP PC9, Lyndon. CMP models, or CMP airplanes is the name of the company. But I think they're out of business. But that's who made this one. But Black Horse makes the exact same airplane. It's in the exact same color scheme even. Same size, everything. I think the Black Horse one's built better. That'd be the smartest thing they've ever done for Ford, Kenny, is to make a car that repossesses itself. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the reason I have it on the table is because I'm picking up an identical one of these tomorrow from Black Horse. That's in a totally different paint scheme. He took this scheme off and put a custom scheme on it that he did. He put pilots in it. He painted the whole interior to look like zinc chromate, primer that like a real airplane would have. Just did a lot of upgrades. It's got really, I think it's got all high tech, high torque servos in it, and he did everything right, and the plane looks beautiful in the pictures. No, Alan, I hadn't heard that. You know what? A few years, 5 or 6 years ago, I would have said that wouldn't have never happened. But Motion shot themselves in the foot so bad that it might happen. So we'll see what happens. Yes, Spence, I just told the guys that you'd recommended Dave buy the extended warranty for the car. So, Oh, and by the way, guys, I found Rich Baker's flying field. Spencer, you're going to love this. It's a 10-acre lot north of Wesley, where Wesley Miller lives, north of the Banda Buzzard flying site. And it's only 10 acres, and it's a narrow, long 10 acres. So basically, you're going to have to fly and do a half Cuban 8, come back down, and go the other way. You can fly out and back, but you're going to have to keep it in really tight. There's houses all around the property. All the properties are fenced there, so if you crash a plane on the other side of the fence, I don't know what the fuck you're going to do. I don't know if Rich talked to anybody before he bought it. And here's the real, he paid $240,000 for that property, just to fly model airplanes off of. And it's only, like I said, it's only 10 acres. So I don't know. I don't, and I probably will never go to it because it's too far away. It's farther north than Wes's field. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, it's not a great location. All he has to do is crash a plane into one of those houses that are all around it. There's not a lot of houses, but there's houses like there and there and there at that end. Where the trees are, that's all like a big pasture. That's huge. If you crash over there, if you could find the airplane, you're not going to hit anything over there. There's nothing over there. There's no houses or anything over there. And then from the flight line, there's houses behind you. So yeah, I don't know if that was a good investment for Rich or not. I'm sure. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But $240,000. Oh my God. And I don't know. I just it doesn't look like, because you can't fly past that tree line because there's houses over there. If you fly over those houses, that ain't never going to work. So you're going to have to stay within, the confinement of his property. And if you crash on the other side of one of these fences, it's a barbed wire fence. You can't climb over it. It doesn't have wood slats or anything that you can step on. I mean, it's a bitch to get over a barbed wire fence like that. And I don't know that you are going to be allowed to get on the neighbor's property if you do crash over. I don't know. It just doesn't look good to me. I will have to wait and see. But I don't think. What's the huge building to the right of my runway at the field I fly at? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, there's plenty of land here, way cheaper than what he bought, and it's landlocked on all sides. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he looked hard enough. He could have found property over here by me for half that price, easy, a lot bigger property. So I don't know why he didn't look harder than he did, or why he wanted to go way up. And it's in Webster. It's way the hell up in Webster. That's almost to the villages. It's I don't know. How many do I have in my house? In the house now, I think 2 in the house. That's why I had to build this garage that's 60 by 40. There's over 150. Well, they're not all in here, but I have over 150 airplanes, but there's probably 120 in the garage here. There's some in the barn, in the carport, and in the old garage. I got airplanes other places that I haven't brought over here yet. So I have a shitload more airplanes that aren't in the garage, but there's a good 120 in the garage. So, but the worst part about that is they were all in the house before. The 120 planes that are out here were all in the house. So my wife jokes that she was sleeping with an airplane. It's not a joke. She was. My side of the bed was an airplane, and she slept with that plane for years because it sat on the bed. So we're not doing that anymore. All the planes are out here now. There's a half a wing. There's a wing. The fuselage is out here, but there's a wing standing in the corner of the bedroom, and then there's a little tiny Cessna 150. It's almost a profile foam airplane. It's really old. It has a gearbox reducted motor on it. It's not a coreless or a shit. I can't think of the name of it now. But it's old school motor, regular brushless. Yeah, it's not a brushless motor. It's got brushes. It's got a little gearbox on it, gear reductor. And it's just sitting. I have one of those big giant Millennium Falcon toy, and it sits on top of it. It's just perched right on top of my Millennium Falcon in the bedroom. And that's pretty much it. I don't think there's any more airplanes in the house. There's a couple more parts here and there, little stuff. But my my MB339, this one, is on the kitchen table. So I guess that counts. Yeah, that's in the house right now. Yeah, it's on the kitchen table. So yeah. So we had to get them out of the house. Oh, I know. We were both overwhelmed. I mean, I didn't even like living in the house with all those airplanes. It was ridiculous. So that was why, I had to just suck it up and pay to build this garage because, it was impossible to live in the house. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's they're all out here now except for, I'm working on the MB339. I'm trying to get everything located in the plane to check weight and balance to make sure it's going to, the CG's right. and working on the electronics, trying to get that plugged in and get working. Um, just the last, it's all together. It's all built. It's all together. But just the last minute stuff. And I didn't get a chance to work. I haven't worked on it all this week because it was the big thing this week was moving, getting the crap out of the garage. You know, so she's sleeping in her bed tonight. I got her bed and one of her nightstands out of the garage. I cleaned out the back bedroom. I moved my entire bedroom set into the spare bedroom, and then I put her one nightstand and her bed in. So she'll be sleeping in her bed tonight. And then sometime next week, I'll finish moving in her other nightstand and her dresser. And then I don't know when I'll get around to setting my bed up in the other room or whatever. But I'm just going to use it to work on airplanes on the bed, you know, because it's too fucking hot out here. I don't have air conditioning in the garage. So during this hot ass summer, and I mean it's been hot. You have 120 UMXs in one closet? Wow. Right, Fred. That's exactly the way to look at it. You don't have too many. You have too little space. Yeah, so Fred needs to build a garage because he's actually renting, you know, 2 storage facilities to hold most of his airplanes. So that's just throwing money away. You need to build a garage, Fred. Trust me, you'll love it. You turn it into your barnuminium. You know, you can live out in the garage with your airplanes in comfort, because that's what I'm headed for here. And we're going to get started on that. That's part of the reason I'm getting her stuff out of the garage. So I have room to start really getting things situated, start building the apartment. We want to get that done. So I'm going to get busy on that. Now, Ken Bird, it's just about impossible to have a basement in Florida. You know, you don't have to dig, 3 feet down and you hit water. So, it's kind of hard to have a basement in Florida. It's probably not impossible, but yeah, no basements here. So. Yeah, I hear you, Kenny. You know, I bit the bullet 2 years ago. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to do it, and I'm so glad I did, because it would have cost. I paid just shy of $40,000 total. No, actually, it was 50,000 for the concrete work and the building and having it built and everything. It was about 50 grand. And today it would be at least 85 grand to do the same thing. I don't think so, Keith. And I'm 127 feet above sea level, so I'm not in an area that would be susceptible for flooding. But you still don't have to dig very far to hit water. I have a well. I mean, and it's not that deep. Because we just had the pump replaced in it. It was only, I think it was about 60 feet is how deep my well is. So that's not very deep. It's deep enough to put a basement in, I guess, but yeah, most people don't put basements here in Florida. Most people are in a flood, evacuation flood zone. I'm not, but. Yeah, kind of, Alan. But yeah, listen, Fred's got more planes than I do, and so does the guy that owns the field I fly at, Hilton Field. Bo has way more planes than I have. Oh my God! Last I heard, he had over 300 planes. I haven't seen him, but I don't doubt it. He is, he's got 633 acres, so he's got plenty of room to fly his hobby. and he's not shy about buying anything. If he sees it, wants it, he buys it. So, well, do you have basements in your area, Kenny? Do the houses there have basements? And you get to watch the concrete dry for free. Absolutely. Hey, Scott, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, exactly, Craig. Even though I'm high enough above sea level, it floods right around here. There's sections of the area here where it floods. So if we get a good rain, you have to pick which way you're going to go someplace because some of the roads will be flooded, so you won't be able to get through. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I suspect. Do they put a pump down there to pump the water out? How does that work? I'm assuming they have like a bilge pump down there to pump the water out. Hey, Spencer, are you still here? I hope you're sitting down. I just bought another airplane from Motion RC. Can you believe that? Actually, either Wesley did or RC Informer did. They were putting down the geotech runway. Um, so they were doing I mean, I guess that qualifies as putting in a runway. Um, I can't remember if it was RC Informer or Wesley was doing a geotech. It might have been somebody else actually. I'm not positive, but somebody was showing now they were rolling out the geotech. Um, they didn't show the whole thing. It was a quick little blurb. It wasn't like a start to finish, like watching my concrete dry. What do you mean by track material? You're not talking about like clay or anything, are you? What do you mean track material? So Scott, what's going on? They've been putting off your runway because they can't get drivers to deliver the product. Is that right? Oh, I got you. Some kind of rubber. Oh, I don't know. That's interesting. How do they lay that down? Is it a hot applied, or is it a do you put it over concrete, over clay? So have you got that sorted out? Have they got drivers now, or do I need to come up there and drive one of those trucks for them? Oh, that's good, Scott. I'm glad they're finally getting on that for you. Yeah, Ken, that stuff is really hard. Um, I don't know what that stuff costs to put down. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be cheaper to do it, just blacktop. Oh yeah, they're gonna have to run several dump trucks for sure, Scott. So they're putting you to work on this too, huh? 8 loads, huh? Wow. Yeah, that'll be. They'll probably get that done in a day, though, won't they? The new equipment they have, they can move that stuff pretty fast. Uh, Oh, for sure. Yes, yeah, they're totally different airplanes. Um, they're both extra 300s, but they're not in any way similar. And they're not going to fly similar either. The QQ is going to fly way better, way easier, way more stable. Um, don't get me wrong, the E Flight's prettier by far, and it's a good flyer. But yeah, nothing flies like the Flex planes. So and get the night version one because you know it's a few bucks more, but it's worth it. You know, you'll be able to take it out at night and fly it, and it's a hoot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Matt, that's perfect. Thank you. That's the best way to describe it. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, the E-flite plane's a sport flyer, and the QQ is. I mean, you don't have to fly it 3D, but that's what it's designed for. You know, it's not a plane you're gonna, you know, burn holes to the sky in. It won't fly. I mean, you could turn the gains down and fly it fast, but it's not designed for that. It's designed for very slow, methodical maneuvers, 3D stuff, and you don't have to fly it that way. I really don't fly mine 3D, but I do fly it slow and inverted most of the time. Um, but yeah, great flying airplane. Really great flying airplane. Is there any wait time, Scott, when they're done laying it? You know, are you supposed to stay off it for 24 hours, or can you fly on it immediately? Hey, no problem, man. That's why I'm here. It ain't here. I ain't here to make money. I can tell you that, because I'm doing a piss poor job of that. But I'm here. I'm here to help. Well, let's hope so for sure, Scott. Let's hope it's as smooth as a baby's ass. Oh, that's sweet. That's nice. So you get all the markings back on the runway too. That's great. You know, it doesn't seem like a big thing, but boy, that really does look good when you've got the runway, you know, striped and everything. It really that makes a huge difference. I think that really looks good. All right, guys, I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. I'm just going outside. I'm not going in the house. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Miss me? Victor, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, for it, you're not going to need those settings on the QQ. You know, just fly it the way it comes. You won't have to do any of that. You know, Wild Bill will tell you. You know, he flew his RV8 the way that it came. Everybody at the field told him they had way too much throw and it was going to be bad, and they were wrong. The plane flew perfect. Dave Marshall said the same thing when he went flying with me a couple weeks ago. You know, I let him fly the RV8 and the QQ, and they have tremendous amounts of throw, but the plane flies so easy. You know, and he even asked me, "Do you have expo in this thing?" And I wasn't sure. And so I looked. I said, "No, I don't have any expo in it." He says, "You don't have any expo in it? I can't believe how good this flies. And you don't have with that much throw, and you don't have even have expo. Nope, no expo. So you're not going to need any of that. The QQ flies perfect just the way it comes out of the box. So no, I was on a pee break, not a poop break. I'd still be in there if I was on a poop break." Yeah. Yeah, Matt, but it doesn't. I mean, you know, you can tell if it has expo, and there's no expo programmed into it. It it's linear, you know. So yeah, if it does, it's so little, I wouldn't even have bothered to put it in. But yeah, it's just a great flying, you know. And like I said, Dave was really impressed with both of them when he saw how much throw everything was. He thought it was going to be really sensitive to fly, and said, "Nope, it's fine. Just fly it." And he did, and he loved it. He couldn't believe it. So, and I checked. He flew the Carbon ZT28, which has full throws, the QQ and the RV8, and none of them had expo in them. And the Carbon Z wasn't even a safe receiver. It was one of my free sky receivers, so it didn't even have safe in it, or you know, or a gyro in it. There was no gyro, and you know, he just loved all of them. So I was checking in on this airplane here, and the guys that I've watched fly this, they're putting the power system from the Carbon ZT28 in it. The motor ESC single 6S battery on this bird, and it flies fantastic. Wing loading's pretty light. It's like 90. I think it's 95 grams per millimeter, whatever. Yeah, it's decent. You know, it's a lower wing loading, so that's good. Um, but yeah, I was really happy that they were flying it on 6S because I wasn't sure on this one if it would do 6S or not. I was going to try it. I was planning on putting the power system in this from the FMS 1700 Mustang was the power system I was going to use in this. But yeah, they said the Carbon Z would. So hell, I'll go with that. I'm getting great flight times out of the Carbon Z, so I wouldn't mind that a bit. I guess Wild Bill left us too. He's not responding. Or he fell asleep. He watched me trying to fall asleep and he went to sleep. Yeah, I'm one of those guys, Kenny. I I put it all in there. It depends on some airplanes. I might put some expo in it, um, but I never tone down the throws. I always have maximum throws. You know, I just figure if I ever need it, I want to make sure I have it. So I always make sure I have maximum throws. But if it's too touchy, I'll put some expo in it. Really, Mike? Yeah, that's funny. So you're out on the tractor listening to my show. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, I have a maximum throws on the jets too, Ken. I treat them the same as my. Listen, everybody watches me fly, watches my sticks, and I don't barely move them. I mean, you know, I'm so finessing the sticks that it doesn't even look like I'm moving them. And that's just the way I like to fly. I don't. Um, but Dave felt absolutely comfortable with my settings on the planes he flew. He didn't fly a jet. I don't think I flew a jet that day. Um, but he absolutely loved the planes the way they were set up. He had a great time. So Von Wolfen, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Yeah, we're still here though. You're late, but we're still here, so it don't matter. You're good. I am having a little trouble staying awake. These guys have to keep kicking me under the table to keep me awake. Um, I'm fading in and out. I'm up right now. I'm pretty good. Of course, I did go relieve myself. Maybe that helped. I don't know. At least I got up and walked around, so that helped. Um, let me see if I could do something here. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, yeah, I better not do that. All right, let's do this. I'm going to see if I can bring that airplane I'm getting tomorrow. Show it off. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Can I go? All right, hold on. Well, that didn't work. What the hell did it do? Houston, we have a problem. Now, why did it do that? Oh, it do it, and I just didn't switch? Yeah, okay, there it is. All right, so let me do this. All right, so if I go here, yeah, okay. So the plane that's on the table, this is the one I'm getting tomorrow. That's what it looks like. He recolored it. It was this color, it's exactly like this, and he changed it to that, and he put pilots in it, and he did a lot of work on it. So hopefully I'm picking that up tomorrow. Hopefully. All right, Ken, have a good night, man. We'll see you later. Thank you, man. Yeah, I think so too. After, at first I didn't know if it was the size of this one, and then when I read it, I realized it was. I had to grab it. So he wants to meet me somewhere tomorrow. I got to find out where. Yeah. He says if I don't buy it, he says he's going to keep it. He's got so much work in it, he doesn't want to sell it now. He put it up for sale for. He's got a lot of medical issues. He needs money for the medical issues. But now he's thinking, yeah, Lewis, I'm going to pick this one up tomorrow. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'm going to pick this one up tomorrow. So yeah, it's been on there for 7 weeks, and apparently he's had a lot of tire kickers, but nobody willing to pay what he wants for it, and I'm absolutely going to give him what he wants for it. So, so as long as he doesn't back out at the last minute, I'll get it tomorrow. Yeah, it's a PC-21, you know, PC-9. It's actually, he's listed it as a Tucumã, whatever, how do you pronounce that? But it's a Black Horse PC-9 is what it is, that he completely redid. It was originally the color of the red arrow, you know, color scheme, the red with the white trim, and he redid it in this color, and it's beautiful. Yeah, Tuscan Cano, but it ends in O, doesn't it? Tuscano? Let me look. I think that's what it says. I have to change the screen here for me. Oh, it doesn't say in the ad. He must have texted me that. But yeah, I mean, I from what I understand, the only difference with the names is either where it was built, the real ones, is either where it was built or how it's equipped, whether it comes with military weapons or not, and that's the difference between the 9, the 21, and the Tuscan or Tuscano or whatever, however you say it. So, well, I think Fred, I think your spelling is how most people just say it, you know. But yeah, it's so, and this is done in the Italian scheme. I believe that's the Italian. Those rondelles are the Italian rondelles, I think. Oh, let me go back to the other picture. But yeah, it's just a cool looking bird. Yeah, it's huge, Lois. It's 71-inch wingspan, and I think the fuselage is 72 inches long. So it's really big. Yes, you're right, Craig. Yep, and it's also it's called the Texan 2. Yep. So yeah, it's got a lot of different names, but it's the same airplane. Basically, it's the same airplane. So you know, they could give it a different designation just because they changed the motor in it. You know, put a bigger engine in it. Now they're going to call it something else. But they all look the same. They all are pretty damn close to being the same. There's some very, very minor differences between the 9 and the 21. But other than that, they look like the same airplane. You can't tell in this picture, but in one of the pictures he posted, it's got a 3-bladed prop on it. That looks like a 2-blade in that picture, but Yeah, he's got a 3-bladed prop on it in this picture. It depends. So I have the FMS PC21, and the nose gear is way too short. So I'm going to try to do is shim the whole retract out of the plane. I'm going to stack some washers to try to get more ground clearance, because the prop hits, it's got a very heavy nose down attitude, and the prop is cutting grass while I'm trying to take off. So in that stock configuration, I don't think this would fly well off sand, but you're not talking about the FMS plane, so I don't know if I don't know if it would or not. But I think it could, either by putting bigger wheels and tires on it, and jacking the front end up, making the strut a little longer. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the Italian ones were green, white, red. So these are blue, white, red. So these look like the British, Royal Canadian. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know where he came up with this paint scheme. It's cool. I like it. When I read the ad and saw all the things he listed that he put in it, I was like, Christ, this is well worth what he's asking. So, so I jumped on it. So he's got it pending till tomorrow. I guess he'll text me where he wants to meet. It's got a gold, either it's got a gold dashboard in it, or it's got a gold foil like tint on the windshield. I haven't figured that out yet. It's interesting though. Yeah, I was really impressed with it, Fred. When I saw that, and he says it's paint. I don't think the wings are paint, but I guess he probably painted the fuselage because it's fiberglass. I think the wings are probably done in monocoat or ultra coat or something. But yeah, it's cool as shit. I'm really excited. I can't wait to go get this tomorrow. I can't believe Russia hasn't given up yet. I know they thought they were just going to walk in there and they were all just going to lay down and submit, and they're losing their ass. And why the hell don't they just give up and get the hell out of there? All right, Fort, you're out of here. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I'm not going to be far behind you here. I think I'm going to, we're going to call it here pretty quick. I'm to pass my bedtime tonight. I had a rough day today. So, I hate moving. Good God, I hate moving. Yeah, the Australian, yeah. Well, you know what? I think that's what this is, actually. That's what the big R on the tail is for. The rolettes. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. The scheme on here is the Australian scheme. I believe that's what the big R is for. It's got, you know what? It has to be the Australian one because it's got the kangaroo in the center of the rondelle. So, yeah, it's got a kangaroo in the center of the rondelle, so it's got to be Australia. Oh, I don't, Fred. I don't believe any. I don't pay attention anyway. I don't know what the media is saying. I just. I think I was watching somebody on YouTube talking about that Russia's bringing a bunch of old tanks, obsolete tanks to fight because they ran out of their good ones, and now they have to bring in the old ones that are, museum pieces, basically. They were loaded on a train, and they were bringing them in to use them. So that's about the extent of what I know. That's it. I don't know shit. I just I'm sure Russia thought they were going to walk in there and that this thing would have been over in 2 weeks, and that didn't happen. So. What little rocket men wants to help the Russians with their shit? What rocket man? What the hell? All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. I'm wasting away, and you guys are dropping like flies as well. We're down to 8, so I think I'm going to call it. Hopefully Sunday night I'll have a pretty airplane looking like that one on the table here to talk about, if all goes well. So we'll see you guys Sunday night, and what's this, Fred? That's in case you can. He's sending more equipment. Less money to them. Well, Fred, why were we in the Vietnam War for so long? You know, we didn't win that one either. We just quit. You know, why? You know, I mean, we could have won it in a week, but we didn't. So who knows what the game plan is, you know? I have no idea. But, you know, Vietnam was the stupidest thing we'd ever been in. I don't know what the heck we were even doing in it. So anyway, Fred, yeah, I don't, you know, we were the perfect example of how to drag a war on for years without winning it. You know, why the fuck were we even there? You know, but so anyway, yeah, they're running out of weapons because they've already shot them all at Russia. All right, guys. All right, I'm out. So you guys have a great night. Come on back Sunday night. Hopefully I'm going to have an airplane that's going to look even cooler than this one. Let's go back to this one before I shut it off. So that plane looked like this plane before he redid it. So hopefully I'm going to have that pretty one on the table. It's the same size as this one. Sunday night. All right, guys. So make sure you come back to see what's going on. And we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.